And
I'll fix that in a second.
dodging now, it's Diamond. Down X here's Thurber. Thurber dodging around. Looking past the Varela. Step down shot too far to the left. It will go out. We'll stay Hermits ball here. Top now Hendricks. Hendricks looking past the Diamond. Step down shot too high. This ball is loose. Still loose on Hermit's side.
Yeah, ground ball, though. The Hermits trying to fight for it back. Still bouncing around.
Looks like it's picked up by the Knights right here. They're going to pass it up now.
Oh, didn't get the ball over in time. How long is it you have to get over half? Or a touch in?
I think it might be 15 seconds.
But either way, they didn't. It was the old backcourt violation in basketball, and Hermits will take possession over.
Dodging down here, it's Ampizuto going to pass down to Thurber. Thurber around the crease. Sends back. Almost have Varela right in front of the net right there.
Yeah, I thought he was going to kind of dodge to the left, flip it back to his right hand, take a shot, but decided against it. I mean, at this, two good teams, two good defensive teams, you're going to be patient in your shot selection. Especially in the high school rules when you don't have a shot clock.
Passes up to Wadzak now. Bring down Ampizuto. Pass in front, shot by Thurber. It's going to hit off someone.
Ooh.
There's a push in the back right there.
I was going to say. So, yeah, Varela got a stick hit. The ball kind of bounced off the turf and high. Evan Acevedo tried to basically make a Superman play, jump, catch it in the air, and shoot in all one motion. And as he's fully extended up in the air, it kind of got pushed, cross-checked, so whatever you want to call it, in the back, kind of goes down. And glad to see Evan get up with no ill effects because, he's an extremely talented sophomore. Almost played a lot as a freshman, but had a back injury. So that's why, he's fully recovered for that. But whenever I see him get hit like that, I get a little nervous as the Hermits turn the ball over and the Knights start running the other way.
There goes Murray now. Going to be past midfield. Voigt now has it going to bring it into the box. Guarded by Foley. He's going to bring it back up top now. It's Blinkoff.
Yeah, you can feel the intensity of this closely contested match. And I think once you're in the top 6 or 7, everybody can beat everybody. But I think it's Del Barton, then a little bit of a drop-off. Then you have the Hermits and Seton Hall and Bosco and, Gil St. Bernard's in there. So, it's they're in that next group where I think any of those 4 or 5 teams could beat Bosco if you play your A game. Not Bosco, Delby. And if you play your A game and they're maybe a little off. But once you get past number 1, the 2 teams playing today, Seton Hall, Bergen Catholic, everybody's pretty tight after that. So don't let the 3-6 matchup fool you. These are 2 of the top 10 teams in the state.
There's a great defensive play right there by the Hermits. That the ball will go out. penalty on Varallo for unnecessary roughness right there.
Yeah, I guess he got caught. Normally the attackman, I guess he got caught back in the transition game. Gets hit with an unnecessary roughness penalty.
That's how Knights scored their first goal by Hermits being man down. That's what almost killed the Hermits last game. A lot of bad penalties on them, a lot of offsides calls. If they could limit that today, that would help them out a lot here. Because we all know that they're a great team on offense, a great team on defense when they're firing their shots. See their shot too far, they're right by the Knights. But the Hermits still have the pressure there. They can get the job done on the man down. They just can't be in that situation a lot here.
Yeah, and like in a game of two tightly contested teams, two of the best teams in the state, you give up these power play goals.
And there's a goal right there for the Knights. Goal scored by number 25, Max Voigt. That's his 52nd goal in the season here.
It's impressive. The Hermits and the Knights almost played earlier in the year, but the game got canceled. It kind of actually might be the reason the Hermits are the 3 seed. The game got canceled because the Knights had advanced to their county tournament final. So it was just kind of a general understanding, like, hey, if we make it, we're going to have to, this game's written in pencil. It's because, obviously we got to play in the county final. So when, the Knights advanced to the final round, the Hermits were looking for somebody else, and Bosco needed another New Jersey opponent. So that's when we ended up playing Bosco, and that big win kind of catapulted the Hermits to the number 3 seed. So it's the first time they're playing this year, but it almost, wasn't that way.
Faceoff was won there by the Knights. Now here's Greenside going to pass it over. And that's how dodging your.
He's taking the time.
Pass up top to Harrington. His shot too far to right will go out.
I think it actually hit off of either Zait's or Ganaris' stick. Not that it really matters. It was a shot. It was going wide anyway, but kind of ticked off there. Kind of went a little more central.
Pass it up top now. Here. And the shot there is saved by Zait's.
Yeah, Zait's made the initial save. The rebound came back out. The Bernard's attackman, I couldn't see which number it was, had the ball for a half a second, but the Hermits defenders were able to knock it out and then back into Zait's stick, and the Hermits will try and get set up on offense.
Then there's now Rucci. Passing back up top now to Diamond. Up top now is Wadzak. Down here's Hendricks now. Back up top now is Diamond. He's going to dodge, just going to look. I'm going to pass it back down. Now it's Thurber. Now next inside shot. And there's a goal by Rucci.
That was basically a one-timer. I don't know if that's what they call them in lacrosse as much as hockey, but yeah, Sebi Varallo kind of feeds it in front of the net, and that thing may have been in Rauchi's stick for a half a second. He basically just uses a backboard, flung it into the open net. So great assist there by Varallo. Great goal by Rauchi, and this game's tied at 2. And yeah, like you said, you were saying that if the Hermits are the slight favorite, like these are both great teams, so if the Hermits are the slight favorite after the win top at Bosco early and everything, The way you're going to keep another team in it or lose the game to a tough, Knights opponent is penalties. So right now it's 2-2. Both goals for Gil St. Bernard's came on the man advantage as they eventually win this face-off here after the ground ball. You got to stop giving up penalties because they have a quick odd man rush here.
Here's a shot saved by Zaitz. Zaitz will fire it back up. Number 5, Chris Marino.
Great job in transition from the Knights. They kind of got it, went down. They had a man up, and then as the Hermits closed out, I think he should have just made that extra pass. He kind of took a shot that was a little too easy to see. No one was in front of the goalie. He could see it just clear as day, and obviously it was too close to the goalie. And as someone as talented as Zaitz is going to make that save every day. So Hermits get fortunate there. I think the Knights rushed that shot after a great ground ball opportunity from him, and now the Hermits will look to hold for the last minute of this first period.
As I said before, Hermits have Varela back today, which has huge because it takes a lot of pressure off Wozak, off Diamond. Now the Hermits' offense is more spread out. You have all those weapons out back on the field, which, as you see, they have 2 goals already, and I think they already had that play in practice for that Rucci goal because they tried to do it at least 3 times today, as it worked once. After a shot too far to the right, go out, it'll be Knights' ball here.
Yeah, Hermits didn't have anybody behind the net or behind the cage. You kind of get that possession after shot because I think they figured the time would run out. Although,
I say it's Canaris. He's just going to shoot it down. And it is tipped off.
Honestly, both teams almost scored from distance there. I got a little nervous. If that ball got over Ganaris' stick, it was going to be 1-on-none with the goalie for the Knights. So I think I'll take it after a couple penalties, a 2-2 tie. And we will be right back after this.
And we are back down here. We start second quarter. Back out there for a face-off, Chris Marino. And back out for our Knights is Lamb. This ball is loose here. And it's picked up by the Knights now. Pass down to Voigt here. Voigt trying to bring it around. Going to pass it back up top now. Passing down to X. Just wall pass it. Looking dodge. Ball is loose. Will be picked up by Knights. Will be picked up by number 22, Zach Blinkoff. Has back up top now. Dodging, that's O'Sullivan going to pass it back up now here.
Good tight D there by Ganoris. Acevedo following the ball now. I mean, this just has a feeling, 1 quarter in, this has a feeling of one of those games. It's going to get down to 1 goal, which is going to be 1 bad penalty or 1 save by a keeper or 1 face-off win. All these little things are going to really decide this game. I mean, you can tell, like, the Knights came to play. Hermits are ready to go. I said 2 of the best teams in the state. Ooh, it's a good pass through there.
It'll be picked up by Knights again. Here's a shot, and it's saved by Zates. As we'll keep rolling, and it will roll out. So it'll be Knights' ball here as the last person to touch was Zates.
It'll be interesting to see how the Hermits kind of roll with their goalies in the last couple games. You know, it's always been maybe half Helfenstein, half Zates, or 3/4 Zates, 1 Helfenstein. But I mean, another save there. You wonder if Zates is the hot hand. Maybe you just ride with the senior. I mean, Kyle obviously passed through the middle, blocked by the Hermits. Ground ball picked up, pass back to Zates. So good turnover there by the Hermits. But I was gonna say, I wonder if they just ride the hot hand, like he's the senior. Obviously, Kyle's going to Richmond for lacrosse. Like, he's no slouch. Yeah, you know, maybe be a higher ranked school than where Zates is going, but I'm just curious to see if they make any changes into that.
There's a good spin by Jack Hendricks right there to keep the ball safe. He's going to get a touch in the box. He's going to slow it down now. Pass over to Wadzak. Wadzak now dodging. And shot too high will go out. Third man has it. Going to pass up to Ampezzuto. Dodging going to pass Hendricks now. Hendricks bringing down a shot. Saved by Anderson. He picked up by Rucci now. And there's a timeout called by Coach Valori. His first of the half.
Yeah, you got 2 of them. May as well use it there. Kind of set something up. Seemed like things were getting a little scattered. Let's, calm down. Still got another 8 minutes, 52 seconds to use the other. So good timeout there by Coach Valori. I was going to say we could go to commercial and re-go, but it's only a minute. Yeah. I don't know. What are your thoughts on the game so far?
If I'm not mistaken, I think the Montclair-Kimberly game started out 2-2, and then the Hermits went on that run. So hopefully the Hermits can do that again, but it was when Wadzak had the hat trick around this time in that quarter.
I was there for the very start of the game, and then I had to miss the rest of it. So I'm going to take your word for it. I was kind of listening to your announcing as I was driving to my soccer game. But, yeah, I mean, hopefully they can get it going. I think, no offense to Montclair-Kimberly, but I think, Gil St. Bernard's is a little bit better. So it's going to be tough to get that going. But, I mean, Wadzak, Maryland commit, right?
Penn State
commit. I mean, he's got the talent to do it. I mean, a lot of guys. Sebastian's leading the team in goals. I feel like
he was, and then he got hurt, and then now Wadzak's back in front.
I mean, you have Diamond, the game-winning goal against Bosco. Like, you got a lot of loaded weapons on this offense. And yeah, you get him going. But, probably the marquee weapon is Wadzak, the junior. But, yeah, you get him going, they might be able to change this game in the matter of a couple minutes. Well, Coach Valori, excellent on the X's and O's. We'll see what they're kind of drawing up here. One thing, and I was dealing with a computer issue and the camera and everything like that, so I'm not 100% sure. But it seems like Gil St. Bernard's has been winning more of these face-offs. So even if you get the goal here, whatever happens, that next face-off is huge. Try and get the Hermits back on the right track in that department.
We'll be a top now with number 1, Ampezzuto. Pass down to third. Is that Rucci going to pass back up top now? Diamond. Dodging now, Diamond. Going to pass inside to Varallo. Ball is tipped off. And tries to scoop it one hand.
Pick it up.
And there's a push in the back on the Knights right there.
Ooh, the Hermits go quick. chance right at the edge for Thuber. And he decides to pull it out. Yeah, I thought that might have been a little bit of a light call against Gil St. Bernard's, but I think Diamond was coming over. Like, the ball was kicked underneath Valero and the Gil St. Bernard's defender, and I think Diamond was coming. He was probably going to scoop that up, but a little bit of a light call. I'm sure you heard the Gil St. Bernard's fans chirping. I don't necessarily disagree with them, but I don't know if it really changed anything in the grand scheme of the game.
Pass top to Diamond now. Diamond looking shot. Saved by... No, excuse me. That went in. What a goal there by Ryan Diamond.
Yeah, I thought it got saved for because it like froze, and from here this angle I couldn't really see the net, get pushed back. So I wonder if he got a piece of it and it kind of trickled in, and we couldn't quite see it from here. But either way, I'll take it. Hermits take a 3-2 lead.
That's Diamond's 16th goal in the year. Back out there's Marino and Lamb.
There it goes.
That is one there by Chris Marino.
Getting hounded by the Bernard's defenders. Dropped it for a second.
It's picked up now here. Passing it down now. It's going to pass to Anderson.
That's a tough one. He won the faceoff, was kind of ducking through. Two long poles are right on top of him, smacking a stick, and he just wasn't able to hold it.
Up now, Anderson looking to get it across. They're finding Harrington.
Yeah, they're going to need a touch. Ooh, good block there.
As the ball is loose.
I still don't think they've gotten a touch yet. Yeah, no, you can see the referee with his hand.
I don't think they have yet, but they do now.
A good effort there from the Hermits defense, trying to make things as hectic as possible for the Knights, but Gil St. Bernard's does a good job of holding on to that possession there. Like I said, I think Marino just needs a little more help visually. Because he gets out, he dodges it. You got two guys smacking him in the head with their stick, legally, but he's got two guys smacking him around, and he can't find another guy to pass it to. And one of those long poles knocks the ball out. He couldn't look and find an outlet, but it's kind of like what should have been a face-off win for the Hermits goes to possession for the Knights.
Touchdown X here. This ball is loose. A great job by Frankie Brown right there for the Hermits.
Phenomenal job by Frankie Brown. Just hounding the Knights forward there, number 22, gets the ball knocked out, and as he tries to scoop it up, it's actually the Knights defender that knocks it out of bounds. So Frankie Brown with the phenomenal job causing the turnover.
Now here, Jack Nair is going to pass it off now.
Frankie Brown, a rare two-sport athlete that's playing as a sophomore in both. It started for the Hermits, or at least getting heavy playing time for the Hermits on the soccer team. Same thing here. It doesn't start, but he gets a lot of playing time here for Lacrosse. Ooh, the ball goes over. Bad turnover for the Hermits.
Scooped up by Knights now here on a fast break. Here's Schwab now. Schwab looking to pass it down now. Voigt shot too high.
Ooh, and Zaitz, I think, was closest.
Good hustle there by Zaitz. He has the ball.
That is going to be a mistake the Knights are going to want back. One, they basically had a 2-on-1. Ganoris was sprinting in from the side, but he really wasn't going to get there in time. If you moved efficiently, it's a 2-on-1. And instead of not getting the best shot possible, because I think the Hermits kind of closed down that angle, so even if that shot was on target, in a 2-on-1, I'll take that shot from that angle.
The ball will go out there again.
But then they just kind of shoot it high and wide, and Zaitz is the closest one back to it. So great job there by the Hermits defense. But, yeah, can't really take advantage of it by setting up an offensive possession on the other end.
And there is a timeout called by the Knights. So it's scored 3-2 with 5:25 left here in the first half. We will be right back. And we are back here in Richland. It'll be Knights ball. So let's start out with number 22, Zach Blinkoff.
Yeah, 5:24 left in this first half. Hermits would love to hold on to the lead. Obviously, that's a little bit of a redundant statement, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. It's still in the first half. There's been a lot of turnovers here in this game. Like, I get it. It's one of the hottest games we had all year, especially the turf has to feel a lot worse down there with sun blazing.
Yeah, a little warmer. The ball bounces a little more, as our camera guy from Access Lacrosse pointed out. So it's a little bit different than the last couple weeks. Dodges in. Good save there by Zaitz. He's going to go quick to Ganaris.
Pass off to Thurber. I'll bring it back out now.
I thought he was going to go for the quick shot there. Smart that he didn't. That's against Mainland. I think Jack might be feeling himself a little bit, take that shot with the long pole, but smart against Gil St. Bernard's to pull that back out. I even thought Thurber might take a rip there too, but that would be my impulses taking over as opposed to the right decision if that were me.
I mean, Jack did have a goal on Saturday for Montclair.
Damn, I almost just dropped it. Luckily, Gil St. Bernard's not close enough to really pick it up.
Pass to Wozak now. It looks like it will go out, so it will be the Knights ball now here.
Hey, right, there's been a lot of turnovers for both teams. A little bit sloppy on offense for both. You could say good defense too, but I think both offensive has been a little sloppy so far. Or they're at the minimum, you could say both offenses are going to have opportunities they wish they had back.
Pass it across right now. Jackson Murray.
Timeout.
Smart timeout now with 3:39 left here in the first half. Hermits still lead 3-2. We'll be right back. And we are back here at Richland now. We'll start up top with number 22, Zach Blinkoff. He's going to bring it down, passing off to Harrington. Dodger right now going to pass it back up top now here. It's Griffith O'Sullivan. Passing it down now. Voigt has it, shot too high. Go over.
Just over 3 minutes left here in the first half.
Dodging out Harrington at X. He has it. Looking shot. Looks like he tipped off Zait's stick. It will go out.
Hermits will be closest. So good save there by Zaitz leads to, I know it's not a turnover, but more or less a turnover there for Gil St. Bernard's. Great hustle there by,
I think it was Peters.
Yeah, Peters. for the Hermits to get possession for him as he actually takes the ball up, stay in bounds, dude. A little aggressive there. He tried to beat the defender on the outside. He kind of pushed him and couldn't keep his balance in before he flung the ball downfield. So the Hermits give the ball right back to Gil St. Bernard's.
Pass down to Harrington. Harrington's shot. Saved by Zates.
The body, too. So Zates coming up big. Let's not turn the ball over again before we can get a little offense going.
That's a pass up to John Peters now. Pass down to Rucci, and there's a timeout called there by Coach Valori. That's what the Hermits want here. I feel like the Hermits, every single time they had the ball at the end of a quarter, they just want it. They just want it to themselves. They just want to hold it to get that final shot off.
Yeah. And like I said, not the most knowledgeable in lacrosse, but it seems like they, more than their opponents, seem to like to hold for that last shot, or like you take that shot with maybe 20 seconds left or less. You know what I mean? Like, they don't want to take it with a minute. Figure, hey, if we still keep possession, we can get a couple going. They would, I guess, rather take a shot, maybe take a riskier shot, like a little closer to the goalie's body, where, if you're wide of the cage, then you might be able to keep possession, but maybe they want to take a riskier shot on frame, in which case they don't want to give you, in turn, a minute to go back down the field and take a shot on net. So yeah, you're right. The Hermits are a little more conservative at the end of quarters.
And I feel like that's the game plan for almost all Hermit sports, because we see Coach Rodeo do that a lot in basketball too. And we saw here on Saturday it worked for the Hermits with I think it was McGarrigle who got that last second shot and got the buzzer beater to send it to half.
Yeah,
it's a great goal right there by him. Had that one timer. So let's see what the Hermits can do here with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left here in the first half.
That's one of the reasons I wish they had a shot clock in basketball. I love coaching, but like they're just in high school. It's like, feels like, you get down to like 3 minutes left, and everybody's like, all right, hold the ball. It's like, let's just go. I know I love it in lacrosse too. I know it's a bit longer of a shot clock, but would be a big fan of that making its way to the high school game.
Dodge down here is Hendricks. Looks like the Knights are in a very aggressive man right here now. Not letting the Hermits get any room here now. That's now Thurber at X. Thurber looking. Passes bad down. It'll be picked up by Anderson.
Yeah, great job there by Anderson, the goalie. He, they tried to find that basically cross crease pass because Thurber was going to be wide. Racha, I think, was going to be wide open on the pass, and the heads up play by Anderson for Gil St. Bernard to kind of get his stick in the way. Get that giant goalie stick in there. Ooh.
There's that blink off. There's a flag down now.
Again, man.
There's a shot. Too far to left to go out.
Like an unnecessary penalty. You kind of I get it. You're trying to cause that turnover right before they can cross half, and maybe the Knights are kind of they're going around me to just basically hug them. Now you're going to be down a man, which is the only way that the Knights have scored so far.
It might be all sides on the Hermits. Two guys off.
They're going to have two off, or what?
Be holding on Rucci. So.
But yeah, like I said, Knights have both their goals on a man up. They're looking for another one here. It's just those little things you can't do. You want to keep the lead in this kind of game. A little trickery there from the Knights. Last 56 seconds.
Up top, now blink off a pass off to Harrington. Back up top now.
Ganores almost gets a stick in the way.
Back up top now. It's great sliding by the Hermits right here. The quick passing by the Knights. And they kill that man down.
All right, so it ended up not hurting them because, the Knights were going to have possession anyway. So all's well that ends well, but stop giving up dumb penalties. Or taking, I guess you'd say, dumb penalties.
Voigt up top now. Dodging now, so I'm bringing it down. His shot, and there's a goal for the Knights to tie this game up at 3 apiece with 13.5 seconds left here.
Yeah, it was a good shot. One from one of those bounces, skipped off the turf, kind of went to the upper part of the net. So Big momentum shift for Gil St. Bernard's. Most likely going to be going into halftime tied. We'll see what adjustments are made. But basically, hey, played all half and not much to separate them.
For this game, I marked Voigt as a player to watch, and here he has 2 goals in this game. So here's how the face-off is almost scooped up by Marino right there, and it will go out. So it'll be Knight's ball with 7 seconds left.
Marino yelling at the official, saying something happened, I think, in that final. He subs off, but I almost would have left him on there just for this final 3 seconds.
And there's the ball loose, and that will be it for the first half play in Richland. We are tied at 3 apiece, and we will see you at the start of the second half. And we are back here in relation to start the second half play. We are tied up at 3 apiece here in the quarterfinals. Back out for the faceoff, Chris Marino. And for the Knights, still Lamb, as looks like Lamb went early, so we scooped up by Jack and Ayers now to start this second half off. The ball is loose, picked up by Ganaris again. He's going to bring it down himself. Ganaris pass to Varela. Varela's shot saved by Anderson. The ball is checked out. It'll go in the net. So there's a goal for the Hermits right there. Who are they going to get the goal to? I think it might be Jack Ganaris' goal right there. So it's a team goal, so it goes to no one right there. So the face off one there by Chris Marino. He's going to scoop it up, spin, moves two guys. He's going to pass it over now to Thurber. And Thurber just saves it from going out. Still has the ball. The ball is loose, picked up by the Knights now here. He's going to pass it back down to Anderson. Pass to the Weeder now, going to pass it back over. Murray now has it. Back to Weeder. Looking to pass it over now. Back up top. Here's the pass down to Harrington. Harrington looking to pass across now. And now it looks like the Knights are going to slow it down. Ball's up top now with Greenside. Passing it back up now. Ball is loose now. Will be picked up by a nice. Picked up by Harrington. Pass out to blink off now. Back to Harrington. Guarded by Foley now. Bring him back down. Nice back at excellent pass back up to Harrington. Dodging now. Passing back up top. Here's a shot. And saved by Zaitz right there. Exactly what you want there for the Hermits. It's a great job there all around. Not giving the Knights the widest open of shots, but the great save right there by Zaitz, and they will get it across as they get it in. Back at the X now. It's Rucci. Looked like Rucci changed his stick. It's now Thurber's up top. Thurber looking to pass it down to Diamond. Passing over to Wadzak now up top. Back to Hendricks, back to Wadzak. Dodge down with Hendricks. Ball is loose. Be picked up by Rucci here. Passing it back at now to Hendricks. He's going to try and dodge there again. He's going to pass it back out now to Diamond. Back to Hendricks now. Bring it down to X himself. Dodging around, almost had Wozak up in the middle. Up top now, Thurber has it. Past Diamond. Diamond looking to bring it down, shot. And there's a goal for Diamond. His second goal of the day to make this lead now 5-3 with 8:28 left here in the third quarter. The Hermits are firing on all cylinders now. Starting the second half with the team goal right there. And now Diamond getting the goal. That is what you need here if you're the Hermits in this quarterfinals. Tied going into halftime 3-3. because they needed to build back, and that's how they're building back right here. It looks like Lamb went early right there, so it'll be scooped up by Wadzak down here. Wadzak's going to bring it down himself. Looking now, going to pass over to Thurber. Back up top down to Ampezzuto, going to pass back over to Wadzak. Back to Diamond. Back up top to Wadzak now. Back to number 1, Ampezzuto. Dodging now. He's on a shot. Too far to the right. It will go out. So Thurber will be the closest. Dodge here by Thurber. Looking back up top to Wadzak. He's going to pass over to Diamond. Dodging out. Diamond going to pass back up to Rucci. Back to Wadzak. Wadzak has a spin shot, and there's a goal for Wadzak. Wow, what a play there by Wadzak. Getting the spin, switching to his left hand, and getting the goal right there. And make this game now 6-3 with 7:21 left here in the third quarter. I mean, just what else can you ask for right there? Hermits giving it to one of their best players. Wadzak seeing a little bit of room to his left side, seeing the cage a little bit, firing it in there with his left hand and getting that goal. This ball is loose, picked up by Braden Hammond. Gonna pass it back over now. Jackson Murray gonna pass it down. Top, now Green Sea going to pass it back up top. Blink off. Dodging out, blink off. Has going to pass it back out now. Dodger O'Sullivan's going to pass it back out now to blink off. Blink off spins. Has it shot. And it will go out. So it'll be Voigt with the ball now. Down at X, has it. Passing back up top now, blink off. And bring it back down to X himself. Dodging out here, he's going to bring it back up top. Trying to test John Pierce right there, but there's shot saved by Zates. Ball is loose, and Zates will clamp down on the ball as he will pick it up. It's a very aggressive play by both teams right there. It looked like Blinkoff tried to box out Peters right there to try and get the goal, but it was saved by Zates as there's the pass. It will be go across. The ball is loose, and we picked up by Greenseed, and he has a fast break now. Greasy passing it across back to him. And there's a great stop there by Foley. Again, him out of the box, and he will flip pass it off to Harrington. And there's almost a slash right there. It looks like he just missed the head. I thought it could have been a slash, but down there's Harrington. Looking to pass it back up top now. Great slide there by Jack and Ayers. Going to pass it back over now. Up top down Morris. Dodging now. Going to pass it back down. Excuse me. Going to bring it back down to X. Morris has it. Going to pass it back up top now. Dodge X Harrington. He's going to pass it back across the field. Here's a shot. And a save by Zaitz. Shot there by Schwab. Ball with Jack Canaris now. Zaitz now has it, going to pass it back up top to Ambizzuto. He will get across and get a touch in the box, and he will slow it down for Hertz to get their subs on. Up top now, Wadzak. Pass back over to Diamond. Diamond sees only shot, and there's a goal for Diamond right there, using his body to his advantage right there to make this lead now 7-3 with 3:59 left here in Richland. Excuse me, here in the third quarter. That's just what you want right there. Again, trying the box out move right there. It was almost like basketball, trying to put him in the paint, and as you see there, Diamond did exactly that and made room, got the rip, got the goal. Here's face-off one here by Chris Marino. Excuse me, not yet. And it will be scooped up by the Knights right there. The Hammond with the ball, going to pass that back up top. Domisic. Up top now, here's Blinkoff, going to pass it back up top to Harrington. Dodging out here, shot too far to the right will go out. So it'll be scooped up by Johnny Krangya. Dodger by Blinkoff. Has a shot. Saved by Zaitz. And a scoop there by Jack Canaris. Still has hold of the ball somehow. A great play there by Canaris. And Canaris wants the opportunity for this shot. He saw the flag down. Going to pass it to Varello. And they're going to slow it down now. Down there's not Rucci, going to pass it back up top to Wadzak. Thurber X now has it. So pass it back up top to Jack Hendricks. Wadzak now. Back over to Ambizzuto. Down there's Thurber, has it now. Going to pass it back up top to Rucci. Back to Ambizzuto. Back up to Wadzak. Back to Bizzuto now. Wadzak now has it. A pass down to Thurber. Thurber looking back up top now. Dodger by Hendricks. Go pass back up to Ambizzuto now. Back inside shot. And saved by Anderson. Shot there by Varallo. Pass to Rucci. Rucci's shot too far to the right will go out. So it'll be Thurber with the ball now here. So we get the official call on the flag's on Harrington. 30 seconds for pushing here. So it'll be Avrilo with the ball. Excuse me. Up top now here to Thurber. Down to Varallo now. Looking back up top. Wadzak now going to pass down to Diamond. Back down now. Back over now. Rewish our shot. A Diamond. And that will go in there. But it looks like it hit the net. But looks like they will say no goal right there. Domsik has it now. Going to pass it deep down the field. And that will go out. It will be Hermit's ball now here. I thought that shot by Diamond went in. But officials call on the field. As here's now Diamond. There's an offsides call right. There's the flag now. 2 flags now on the field. And it looks like we will head to the 4th quarter here. Your Hermits came out firing, scoring 4 unanswered goals, and we will see you in the 4th. Score here is 7-3. And we are back down here to start the 4th quarter. It will be Hermit's ball after the offside penalty on number 1, Robert Harrington. So we'll start off with Diamond now here. Up top now, Rucci going to pass it back over. Thurber passing it back down now. Varallo going to pass it across now. Wadzak down to X, going to pass it back up top to Diamond. Rucci there now has it. Looks like the kid just broke his stick right there. Gonna pass it across Diamond now. Diamond shot, and there's a goal for the Hermits right there. Diamond's gonna get his goal back. As to make this lead now 8-3. It's a great job there by the Hermits taking advantage of the Gil St. Bernard's player breaking his stick on the middle of the field. So they'll make it now 5 unanswered goals here back for the Hermits. Here's a face-off, and it is almost scooped up by Jack Hendricks. He flicks it back in. It'll be scooped up by Zay, so there's a face-off win for Chris Marino right there. So pump fake it back to Jack Canaris. Gonna pass it back across now to Jack Nair. It's gonna pass it back up top to Wadzak. Pass it across now to Pizzuto. There goes Pizzuto. He will get a touch in the box himself. He's gonna bring it back down. Pass it to Diamond now. Hermits are gonna slow it down now here. Tanya Pizzuto, there's a shot, and there's a goal for Pizzuto. Make this game now 9-3 with 10:32 left here in the fourth quarter. It's a great play there by Pizzuto. Find that little bit of open room. Cutting in, using his footwork like a wide receiver right there a little bit. Shifting right. This is a great shot there. With 10:32 left here in the fourth quarter. Hermits lead 9-3. Ball loose now. And it is scooped up by the Hermits. Scooped up by Gabe Byer. Shot by Thurber. And there's a goal for Thurber. Make this lead now 10-3 with 10:24 left here in the fourth quarter. It's a fast-paced offense right there. Ball scooped up by Gabe Byer, finding Thurber. Thurber just ripping it on the net to get the goal right there. Now leads 10-3. Here's that face-off, and it is almost scooped up by Chris Marino. Ball still loose. Still loose, and it will go out. So that will be, wait for a call. They're saying is the Knights ball now here. Schwab now is going to pass it back up top. Now Voigt going to pass it over now. Looks like I'm looking over now. Looks like Varallo is heading back over to trainer Matt. So looks like we won't be seeing Varallo for the rest of today's game. Here's Dodge now to shot. Too far left, picked up, and there's a goal there for a nice right there. Looks like it was scored by Greenseed. If I'm not mistaken, waiting for the goal. Excuse me, it's scored by Harrington. So now this game now 10-4 with 9:37 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's that face-off, and it is won here by Chris Marino. Back down as Colin McGargle. Go pass it across Thurber now. Back up top, here's Wadzak. Passing it over now. Balls with Hendricks now, going to pass over to Salarbano. Back up top to Hendricks. Up top now. No, 4-2. Hers now going to pass it back up top. Jack Hendricks now. Passing it over now to Evan Acevedo. Acevedo going to pass back up top to Hendricks. It looks like The Hermits are just trying to get the Knights to pressure them back out there. But looks like the Hermits are just trying to kill this clock right now here with about 8 minutes left. Top down here, Common Gargle. Dodging now here. He slips, falls on, slides right back up, so I'll pass it back down to Rucci. Thurber now going to pass it back down. Top now, Hendricks. I'll pass it down now to Colin Gargle. Dodging now around X. Passing it back up top now. Slips, falls. Still has the ball though. Acevedo's shot. Too far right will go out. Will be picked up by Thurber now. Thurber has it now. Passing it back up. Talking about pass to Hendricks. Pass it back over. Looks like a delay of game was called right there. I'm not sure what the call was. Oh. Looks like Hendricks might have stepped out of the box right there. Excuse me. So. Dodging it back down now. He's going to bring it down to X himself. It's number 13. Jackson Murray. Back up top now here. Green Seed. Passing it down now. Back up top to Green Seed. Schwab now has it. Blinkoff now shot. And there's a goal for Blinkoff right there. Make this game now 10-5. With 6:07 left here in the fourth quarter. Looks like Lamb's right knee is all taped up. It makes sense why he, we haven't seen him in a bit, but now he's back out there to go against Chris Marino here on the faceoff. This ball's still loose. It is one there. Excuse me, not yet. One there by Chris Marino. There we go. And there's a timeout called by the Hermits right there. So with 5:58, Hermits lead 10-5. We'll be right back. And we are back here. Up top of the ball now to be Wadzak. 5:58 left here. Excuse me, it'll be Ampizuto with 5:58 left here in the fourth quarter. Diamond now going to pass over to Wadzak. Going to pass it over to number one Ampizuto. Dodging now. Going to pass it back down to Thurber. Looks like they both tripped right there. Thurber still has the ball. There's a flag down. Up top now, here's Wadzak. Up top now, here's Diamond. So a pass over to Ampizuto. Going to pass it back up top now, Diamond. Down now, here's Thurber. Dodge here by Wadzak. He's up. The shot there blocked by Anderson, but there's a flag down. The slashing penalty. So it'll be 1 minute penalty here. So Hermits are manned up again. Up top now here, Wadzak. Passing it across now, down to Kyle. Thurber now going to pass it back down to Kyle McGargle. Back up top to Thurber now. Burgee now has it. Pass to Wadzak. Pass down to Diamond. Thurber now has it. Going to pass it back over. Wadzak now has it. Shot. And there's a goal for Wadzak. Hermits now lead 11-5 with 4 minutes and 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Back out there for the Hermits, Chris Marino and Lamb for a Knights. Looks like Marino went early right there, so it'll be Lamb's ball now here. He's guarded by Marino now here. Lamb's gonna bring it down. Shot too far to the left will go out. Will be scooped up by the Hermits now here. Pass it over to Zates now, has it. Going to pass it back across. Let's get Ampizuto now. Going to pass back over to Jack Hendricks. Top now, here's Diamond. Dodging on Ampizuto. He's going to bring it back out. Going to pass down to X. Thurber now has it. Back up top now to Hendricks. Pass down to Ampizuto. His shot. Bounce off the crossbar. Will go out. So it looks like it will be the Knights' ball here. Pass across now, shot by Voigt will be saved by Zates right there. It looks like they're going to say Slate stepped out with the ball right there, so it'll be Knight's ball again. And there's a great hit by Slate right there. Ball is still in Blinkoff's stick, though. Blinkoff has a shot, and there's saved by Zates. Pierce now with the ball. With 2 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Thurman has it. Going to pass it. Excuse me, no. A pump fakes pass. Thurman now trying to get something. There's a timeout called here by Coach Flory. So with 1:48 left here in regulation, we will see you right back. Score here, 11-5, Hermits. And we are back here in Richland with the final 1:47 left here in regulation. Tom now Grau has it. Pass down to Whiteshower. How's he going to pass it back up top now to Grau? Grau has it going to pass it across the Price now. Pass it across now. Salarbano now. Has it going to pass it back up top now. Grau now has it. Passing it down to Price. Price getting double teamed now here. Still has the ball. And loses the ball and will go out. But apparently there was a flag down here. Be a 1 minute penalty for slashing on Domsek. Down now is Cole Wilkinson. He's just gonna hold it. Looks like, yeah, no one's going to go out to guard him. So, it looks like that will be it with the final 12 seconds. The Hermits will win this game here 11-5 here in Richland and go on to play Seton Hall on Friday. So, with that being a away game, that will be the last time here for your Hermits Lacrosse as they win 11-5 for Gill St. Bernard. So for the last time this year, I'm Rick Bio Jr. Good night and go Hermits.